Hi guys, Harbs Narbs here. This video will contain a Dataman spoiler, but don't worry, it's not particularly relevant to the title and that is only based off of my own speculation. So if you don't want to know about any Dataman spoilers, then please don't watch this video. If you like, you can check out the Discord link and my Patreon page in the description below. Okay, let's go. So, first, let's take a look at the Dataman content that was revealed a few weeks ago. After the party has slain a group of undead scholars, the Judge of Death, Jurgle, climbs out of his sarcophagus to greet them. He has been locked inside for years by the god Helm to atone for his part in raising the Dead Three, wicked gods who are now plotting to conquer the realms. Jurgle is emotionless and excessively formal, both resigned to his fate and that of others. He is here to assist the party because that is his divine oath, not out of any true desire to act. Players can attempt to goad or attack him, but to minimal effect, as he is functionally immortal. His only goal was to see their faces, so he can find them at camp later to offer further assistance. So it actually seems likely that Jurgle is working for Helm, and if you don't know who Helm is, then let's do a quick rundown. According to Faiths and Pantheons 2002, Helm is a god known as the Ultimate Guardian, the ever-vigilant sentry who allows nothing to compromise his duty. Often seen as cold and emotionless, he appears as a giant man in full plate armour. During the time of troubles, when the gods were forced to walk upon Toril after the Tablets of Fate were stolen from the overgod Eo, Helm actually kept his position to defend the divine realms from gods trying to re-enter without first returning the Tablets of Fate. Helm's role during the time of troubles is a good example of who Helm really is, a reliable and trustworthy god. Faiths and Pantheons continues with the following. As the eternal sentry, he knows that the end of the world will inevitably come on his watch. In this video, I'm not going to talk about Helm's link to Jurgle. Instead, I'd like to talk about a bit of obscure lore that is linked to Helm and the Mind Flayers. We know by now what the dead Mind Flayer in the Goblin camp says when we speak with it, and it shows us the following vision.
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open, and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
So, where do these Mind Flayers come from? Well, maybe from here. Yes, Glith, which is the 6th planet from the Sun in realm space, might be relevant to Baldur's Gate 3. I say might because, well, I've been wrong before. However, if it turns out that I am, then you can just take this as an interesting lore video. Before we get into Glith, let's take a look at an interview with Sven Vinke in US Gamer back in June 2019. In terms of the story Larian has in mind, it's clear that Mind Flayers will have a big part to play in Baldur's Gate 3. Asked why Larian is focusing on the Cthulhu-like brain eaters, Vinke says dryly, "They're Mind Flayers, they're cool. They also have an element of Spelljammer to them, which is a personal weakness." So Sven likes Spelljammer, which if you didn't know is a campaign setting just like the Forgotten Realms, Eberron, Greyhawk, etc. Imagine Spelljammer like sword and sorcery in space, and it is all linked together, so canonically we can say that things that happen in one setting can easily influence another, especially since Wizards of the Coast have linked them all up. Even if there isn't technically a 5th edition version of Spelljammer, we know that Wizards are happy with the version of Realm Space that contains Glith, as it is mentioned in the 5th edition adventure Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and is where the Mind Flayer pirate Engathrod comes from. According to Gold and Glory 2002, Code Helm is a large group, more than 300 people, that resides near the 6th planet of the Toril system Glith. They conduct raids against Mind Flayer ranches to free the humanoids held as slaves and cattle by the Illithids. Most members of Code Helm are paladins, including their leader, 21st level Ezel Gifford of Arm, though many are speciality priests of Helm. The company is ruled in a military fashion. If Illithid activities increased on Toril, or if word reached Code Helm of a Mind Flayer ranch in the realms, they would very likely arrange a large raid. If contacted and offered both money and a chance to kill Mind Flayers, Code Helm would probably operate much like a mercenary company. The symbol used by Code Helm is the holy symbol of Helm with a slain Mind Flayer in blood underneath. So there is a group of Helm paladins that are staying vigilant around the planet of Glith, which is a planet teeming with illithids. The reason why Code Helm are required on the planetary body is because the illithids keep what they call skull cattle upon the forests of Glith. Humanoids are treated like cattle, and the illithids breed the most intelligent humanoids, the lowest of which are used for immediate consumption. If you have read Elder Evils 2007, then you will know that an Elder Evil called Atropus actually wiped out all life on Glith, as we can see here. Little do the mortals of Faerun realise the cataclysm affecting this distant world. Drawn by the widespread death and destruction meted out by Mindflayer overlords, Atropus drew close, masking its approach behind the belt of debris forming the ring around the planet. While the illithids waged their interminable wars against the native humanoids, Atropus descended and wiped out all life, leaving Glith an empty husk. Now Atropus turns its attention to Faerun and begins its slide toward a world ripe for the taking. Now, on the Forgotten Realms wiki, it says that Glith was once again inhabited by illithid colonies. However, the source that it uses for this is Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which actually only tells us that the Mindflayer pirate Engathrod originally came from an illithid colony on the planet. However, there is no mention of colonies restarting on Glith, and illithids have an average lifespan of 125 years, and therefore there is a chance that Engathrod was simply around when Atropus attacked the planet, given that Elder Evils is a 3rd edition supplement and begins in the realm year 1372 DR. So Toril potentially has an Elder Evil making its way towards it, which would link up to my last video regarding the Far Realm, and or there are many illithids that once resided upon Glith looking for a new home. Something that would nicely tie in the illithids of Glith with Toril is the fact that in A Grand History of the Realms 2007, we can see that Arundel, the grandest and most fearsome illithid enclave upon Toril, was actually formed by illithid refugees from Glith in -11,000 DR. We can see mention of Arundel in the game files. Long ago, in the city of Menzoberranzan, a drow wizard called Zad studied magic in the Academy of Sorcery. Each 10-day, the Archmage would ask Zad to demonstrate his newfound skills, and each 10-day Zad would fail. Sorcery educates only the brightest of pupils, warned the Archmage. Your scholarship must improve, or you will be expelled. That very night, Zad slipped out of Menzoberranzan to seek the hidden city of Mindflayers, Arundel. The library there boasted the most complete body of knowledge in the whole of the Underdark. I'll learn about all that is and ever was, vowed Zad. The Archmage will have no choice but to keep me. Yet the longer Zad searched for Arundel, the more lost he became. His body weak and his stomach empty, the drow fell to the ground and reality faded. Zad awoke within a vast circular hall lined with tombs and tablets. Untold knowledge etched upon them. Arundel, I made it. I will know, he exclaimed. A wide smile crossed Zad's face. He barely noticed the tadpole wriggling just above his left eye. Yes, said a voice in Zad's head. Everything. Okay, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed this video, then do please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!